Finally, finally, Gregg Popovich eclipses Don Nelson to become the NBA's all-time winningest coach. What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. What a night last night. Not only did Pop get the win record, but the Spurs, for the first time this year, come from behind after trailing in the third quarter and pull off a huge win versus the Utah Jazz. They were down by 15-ish. I think 15 with like 10 minutes to go, and they kept fighting. They did not give up. They're now 1-33 after trailing the third quarter. Just what an incredible night, no. Incredible night for the San Antonio Spurs organization, for Pop himself and Spurs fans. I want to ask you, if you didn't think he was already, drop a comment down below. Is Gregg Popovich the greatest coach of all time? Does this cement the deal? If you were on the fence, does this seal the deal for you? Or do you just feel he's not the greatest coach and you feel for whatever reason, people keep hanging on to that Tim Duncan crutch, like, whoa, he had Tim Duncan. He had Tim Duncan. Yes, because many of the greatest NBA coaches of all time had bad players. You know, they didn't have Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or Shaquille O'Neal or LeBron James or Bill Russell or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. No, all those teams that won NBA championships, they had players you've never heard of. Come on, stop with the Tim Duncan excuse. Yes, Tim was one of the greatest players of all time in the NBA. Don't take away from this man because he had good players. Most championship caliber teams have great players. Are you going to say Bill Belichick's a crappy coach because he had Tom Brady? Probably not. Anyway, hit that thumbs up if you like, support the channel, and subscribe for more Spurs content. I don't know if I already said that. I'm hyped up. And let me just say real quick, Spurs fans, before I get into this article, I am calling tonight's game, Spurs versus Pacers. This win has got me just so fired up and pumped up. I'm looking forward to watching the team play, seeing the joy from the team in the next few clips I'm going to show you. Just right here, man. Right here. I love this team. I love this team. It's been tough. It's been up and down all season, but man, I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, let's see what Pop had to say after the game, Spurs fans. He said, something like this does not belong to one individual. Basketball is a team sport. You preach to your players that you have to do it together. That's certainly been the case in my life with all the wonderful players and coaches and staff that I've been blessed with. It's the support of this wonderful city. The fans support us no matter what. All of us share in this record. It's not mine. It's ours. That's the joy of it. I love that. DeJounte Murray, when he made the All-Star team, talked about this isn't his accomplishment. This is the Spurs. The Spurs made the All-Star team. And Pop now saying he didn't get the record. The Spurs got the record. And that's the Spurs attitude, the Spurs culture that we all love so much. It's not all about one player. It's about the team. It's about everybody. It's about the city. I love it. I'm sorry if I'm so pumped up, but I'm feeling it this morning. I want to show you this clip. And I don't know how Spurs fans, how anybody, look at our team. Look at our guys, man. Look how happy they are. I love this. How can you watch a Spurs game and still want these guys to lose? Yes, I understand you want a draft pick. You want to finish the rebuild. We're one player away, maybe 1.5, 2 players. 1.5 means, kind of a role player. But how can you watch our guys go out there and fight and keep fighting with hustle, loyalty, and respect and wish for them to lose? Also, after the game, DeJounte Murray presented the game ball to Pop, and he said, before we go home, we've got to celebrate the most wins by a coach in NBA history. Coach Pop, you deserve it. Agreed. We all love you, and we're glad we're here to be able to enjoy this moment with you. And again, watch our guys. Look at our guys. How can you root for these guys to lose? How? I know it's been a tough season and frustrating, but man, just last night, hopefully that this is like a turn the corner moment for the Spurs. Like this just got them fired up and made them believe that no matter how much we're down, we can come back in any game because we are the San Antonio Spurs. And finally, I want to close with what Pop said, just a really quick quote. Obviously, there's the all-time wins record. And by the way, Gregg Popovich did it in less games. Here you go. I want to point this out real quick. Popovich secured his first NBA victory on December 14th, 1996, more than 25 years ago, reached his milestone victory in his 2030th career game. His career record across 26 seasons now stands at 1336 and 694. That's about 66% winning percentage. Even with these last 2 seasons of this season being rough, to say the least, at times. By comparison, Nelson compiled a 1335 and 1063, 56% winning percentage over 31 seasons. So Pop did it in less time. Anyway, one last thing I want to show you, kind of just summarizing what he said earlier when I quoted.
all of us share in this record. It's not mine. It's ours.
Yes, that is the Spurs way. And when Greg Popovich, whenever he decides to leave this team, I hope that culture continues. Spurs fans, I am so this when you talk about big, non-championship moments, this has to be one of my favorite moments to see the team and Pop just being Pop, just trying to leave the court. Yep. Just another day at the office, and just to see the team so excited for him, it man, I can't wait till we are a winning team again, and I think we're going to be a winning team next year. We're going to get a high draft pick. We're going to get a couple draft picks in the first round. This is an exciting time to be a Spurs fan, and just let this game be. If there's any takeaway besides Pop breaking the record, don't give up on our Spurs. I know the 1-33 record looks bad, but in sports, you have to realize you can never give up. You never know what's going to happen at the end. I've seen so many instances in my life where teams have come back. The Buffalo Bills versus the Houston Oilers 25 plus years ago in the playoffs when they were down like 35-3 going into the half with a backup quarterback in the second half. Obviously, the New England Patriots versus Atlanta Falcons. Sorry, Phil, if you're watching in the Super Bowl a few years back. The Knicks and the Pacers, Reggie Miller scored 9 points in like the last 10 seconds. I mean, we've just seen so many Tracy McGrady to score like 1,000,000 points against our Spurs in limited time. There's so many comebacks we see in sports that we should know moving forward. Don't give up. Now, if there's 1 minute left in the game and your team's down by 20, that's a different story. But when there's plenty of time left, we've seen enough games in the NBA in all our lives that those runs happen right away. And as soon as there's a run, that could switch the momentum over from one team to the other, and then that other team might just win. That's what happened last night. I can't wait to call tonight's Spurs Pacers game. Hopefully, most of the teams available. Guys been resting a lot when they have back to backs, but you know what? We got to see the twin towers light, if you will, with Jacques Lindale and Zach Collins out there playing at the same time. So I'm excited to see what Pop does with the lineups tonight. I'm excited for the rest of the season. Excited for the draft. Excited for free agency. Man, I'm just pumped up. Congratulations, Greg Popovich. You are my GOAT. I'm biased. I don't care. Pop is my GOAT for coaches. Can't wait to watch the Spurs tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. And as always, go Spurs, go!